LAFC, such a frustrating team right now. Such a frustrating team. They played their first leg against Alajuelense in the Concacaf Champions Cup round of 16, and they got a 1-1 draw. And when I tell you what the statistics were, you're going to wonder, how did this end up as a 1-1 draw? We're going to break down everything we saw tonight in this game and curious to see if you guys think if LAFC should be panicking after what we've seen the last couple performances. Hello, everyone. Welcome to MLS Moves presented by FanDuel. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So let's start off with the first half of this game, right? LAFC dominated possession the entire first half of this game. They had 77% of the possession to Alajuelense's 23%. 13 shots, 4 on target to Alajuelense's 1 shot, 1 on target. 413 passes. I feel like we're talking about the same thing. I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, it's just the same thing over and over again. They made 3 changes tonight. They had Tillman playing on the right side for David Martinez. We finally got to see Boudry play in the midfield to see what he can do in creating chances. And then we had Ryan Hollingshead playing on the left side for Eddie Segura at left back, hoping to maybe create chances on the wing. I think LAFC at this point expect other teams to play a low block and park the bus. So what they were trying to do, at least tactically, didn't really play out that way, was to have these attacking fullbacks in Palencia and Hollingshead, so that way they could spread the game out, right? But I mean, it's like Groundhog Day. It's just like the same thing happens over and over and over again. It's just so frustrating. This team just has no creativity. I think like I've said this 100 times. I'm probably going to say it the rest of the season. They just have no creativity. And I thought Boudry would maybe change things. But, I mean, it was weird tonight because Boudry kept playing on the left side. He was floating on the left side. He's supposed to be in the middle creating chances, and I kept seeing him on the left side. And I saw Sonny. I didn't notice him come back as much as normal, but he was still coming back, and he still have to create chances. He still have to do the same thing we've seen him do all season long, and it's not working. And the attack is just non-existent, and it's going to be an issue going down. It's going to be an issue, right? So they don't score the entire first half, right? And by the way, Hugo Lloris was literally non-existent because Alajuelense didn't have a single shot in the entire game for the first 40 minutes. Hugo Lloris essentially had a VIP seat where he could watch the game on the field and was not challenged and didn't have to worry about anything for like the first 44 minutes of the game, 42 minutes of the game, okay? So LAFC had all the chances in the world to score. They couldn't do it, okay? The worst player in the first half for me was Timothy Tillman. And I call him Timothy No Skills Tillman because he has no skills. He's terrible. He's not good on the wing, and he's not good as a 10. He's not good. This team just, they couldn't do anything in the first half. They just kept passing the ball all around. They just kept passing it, pass back FCs, pass over here, pass over. Like they weren't trying to break down the low block. They didn't look explosive. They looked like they were on cruise control. And I also have to mention there's another player I forgot that didn't start was Eustaquio. He didn't play, and I don't think he was on the bench tonight either. They had Chouanier play for him. I think they missed him tonight. But still no excuse. This was a team, Alajuelense, that LAFC were supposed to beat 4-0, 3-0, maybe even 5-0. Their team is worth almost 10 times more than their counterpart. And it's the same thing we saw last week or Saturday against FC Dallas. And in the 44th minute, Alajuelense hadn't had a single shot in the entire game, and they scored an absolute screamer, their first chance. And it was 1-0 at the end of the half. 1-0. And the expected goal rate for both these teams in the first half, LAFC's was 0.64. Alajuelense was 0.01, and they scored to tie this game or to take the lead at the half. And I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, LAFC's in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot, guys. They're in a very bad spot. The attack is abysmal. Okay. So they head in the second half, no substitutions, at least going into the second half. Thought that was a red flag because nothing was working in the first half. The second half, they had some chances. They definitely had some chances in the second half. We saw Denis have a chance a couple times, but they're not able to convert these chances. Denis Bouanga is a very frustrating player. He has chances and opportunities. There's a lot. He's very hot and cold. Either he's scoring them all or he's missing them all. That's the problem with Denis Bouanga. Good player when he's good, very bad player when he's bad. He's just too hot and cold. Okay, but had all these chances. They do finally score in the 56th minute. Denis Bouanga does score. It just, the chances they had in the second half, they should have scored more than that. They just couldn't break through. This team, Alajuelense, was tired and they could not break through. LAFC had 15 shots in the second half, 7 on target, 3 big chances, 1.25 expected goal rate. Alajuelense had 0.06 expected goals, 3 shots, 2 on target. One of them was from midfield, where the guy who scored the first goal, tried to shoot from midfield, couldn't score. And then he had a screamer. He tried to score like the 60th minute, was really close. Almost, it got Hugo Lloris off guard and he had to save it. But, I mean, this is just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And they couldn't score another goal in the entire second half. They scored 1 goal and then they couldn't score again. And they get a draw with Alajuelense in the first leg of the Concacaf Champions Cup. And now they have to go to Costa Rica for the second leg next week and hope that they win to advance the next round, or they're bounced. They're done. They're done with the Champions Cup. And for all the new fans who are new to MLS, this is the most important trophy in the entire region. This is the biggest trophy you can win as an MLS team, is the Concacaf Champions Cup. It's the biggest trophy you can win. And they're 1 game away from being eliminated because of their poor performance tonight. It's nothing's changed. Like, the game against Miami was good, and then they barely beat Houston because the red card, they scored 2, and then they barely beat Dallas, they scored 1, and then tonight they're drawing with a team that is worth 10 times less roster wise than their team. This team has completely destroyed Son Heung-min's confidence. He's not nearly as good or comfortable as he was last year with this team. Denis Bouanga hasn't been as good as he was last year. This team is playing terror ball. The back line looks good, but when they get scored on, they don't know how to react because they can't score. They did score 1 tonight, but wait till they play a really good team. Wait till they play one of these Mexican teams. This team has a lot of issues that are being exposed right now. And I saw some people saying that the LAFC played great tonight. I mean, what were you watching? They did not play well tonight. I mean, 28 shots, 11 on target, 1 goal. And there's always just so much standing around off the ball that there's no movement. There's no movement. They just stand off the ball. It's frustrating to watch. I mean, they literally let a small Costa Rican team come in here and get a draw with them after having almost 800 passes in this game to Alajuelense's 180 passes. This was just this is probably the worst performance by LAFC all season long. It is. It's the worst performance all season long. And they really can't make any moves at this point. They're going to have to wait till the summer to make any moves. I mean, this team's going to win games because they have talent, but it's just not looking good the way it is right now. And this was a very frustrating game. This is a game they should have won, like I said, 3-4-0. It should have never been close. They should have been beating this team like they beat Real España, but the attack is so broken right now that they can't do that. So there's a lot of stuff to figure out for LAFC. I mean, they got a game against St. Louis City this weekend. Then they got to play Alajuelense next week in Costa Rica, long distance, 4,000 mile road trip. So we'll see how they bounce back, but something's going to have to get fixed with this team. Too many bad players. And the fact that Tillman was playing this whole game when he was terrible. They subbed out Boudry, they subbed out Delgado, they subbed out Palencia, but they subbed out Hollingshead, but they didn't sub out Timothy Tillman. I mean, what is Mark Dos Santos thinking? What is he thinking? I'm confused. I guess we'll see what happens. But even though they got the draw, this is a very disappointing result. It was very disappointing. I'm curious to see what you guys think. How would you rate this game by LAFC against Alajuelense? Let me know down below. If you enjoy this video, make sure you guys like it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. And MLS Moves was presented to you by FanDuel. Until next time, guys, see you all soon.